Just spilled that on my shirt. What is good, YouTube? Chandler Barber back at it again, and today is Saturday, November 11th. It's currently 6:58 in the morning, and around 5 a.m. my wife, my 3 children all left to go to the mountains with her parents. And I would have loved to have gone, but right now, this season I need to work to make money, because doing barbering, if I'm not cutting, I'm not making money. And I'm also tailing off of doing my previous business, which was wedding videography, and I have a couple of weddings as well. So unfortunately, I'm not able to go, but I hope they have a good time, and I'm gonna miss them. So I'm all alone. I've got to work a wedding today, so a good friend of mine is gonna help out, which will be nice. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready. So I thought I would just film this and tell you a little bit about my life and what's going on right now. So yeah, I don't know if you've watched my previous videos, you've seen that I have I have 3 kids. I have 2 girls and a boy. Their names are my oldest is Coralie, and she's 5. I have Selah, she is 3, she's about to turn 4. And my youngest is Shia, and he will be turning 2. What's funny is that Selah and Shia, so Selah's birthday is on December 24th, and Shia's birthday is on December 23rd. So December 23rd, 24th, and then we have Christmas. It's pretty crazy, but we try to do their birthdays in like early December to kind of separate it out. But new news is we're expecting our 4th child in April. So that's exciting. We'll find out the gender this month, so I will update you guys. But yeah, I feel like I've doing YouTube, like I've given a little like bits and pieces of my life, but haven't really like kind of given like a little bit more full introduction of who I am. So my name is Chandler Wood. By the way, I'm going to be using Ruzel this morning. I've got the little travel tin of the Extreme Hold Matte Pomade. Smells good. Let's get that on there. Anyway, yeah, my name's Chandler Wood. I'm from Mississippi. I grew up in Florence, Mississippi, and I am 30 years old. I've been married now for coming up on 6.5 years, to my beautiful wife named Reagan. And yeah, I have the 3 kids now. We're gonna have the 4th in April. My wife stays home with the kids, and I work. This is something that when we got married, we just both really wanted her to be home with the kids and not work. And it's been a blessing, because when we got married, we were gifted a house, and so I'm able to not, stress too much. being the main breadwinner. But it's definitely hard sometimes, but it's definitely worth it because I want my wife to be able to teach our kids and to spend as much time with them as she can. And so I barber. Barbering is a passion that I've had for a little while and I wanted to get into doing, but for the longest time, I thought it would be really difficult because I had to go through school. I had to do 1,500 hours of school. And, you know, being married and having to also work a full-time job and then on top of that get the 1,500 hours in, that was going to be difficult. But it worked out. I kind of hit a point in my life before when I was doing the wedding videography, which, by the way, I started that. I mean, that was kind of my brother's company that we started, and we both kind of started in 2012. And I came on working full time in 2015. And, I love creative stuff. I love doing creative things. And so filming is not something that that was necessarily hard for me, but it just wasn't my full passion. And I wanted to invest myself in a career that I could see myself doing long term and I could really enjoy it and invest in it. And barbering is that for me. I'm super passionate about barbering and just super passionate about connecting with people, making them feel good. And it's an amazing field, and I highly recommend it to anyone who is desiring to or has a desire to be a barber. I would say go for it because really the sky's the limit as far as how far you want to take it and how much you want to do with it, because now barbering has kind of come into a space, especially like with YouTube and other things, or it's picked up a lot more interest. So I definitely would recommend it. But anyway, I've been doing barbering for about 3.5, 4 years, and I will say it's definitely been. I've definitely seen a huge progression from when I started, and I can just kind of tell that the next year it's just going to be even more growth. But I like doing this YouTube thing as well, just kind of filming what I'm doing with barbering. But I also kind of want to just start posting more regular content that's not necessarily edited, like this, just me talking, just real. I feel like there's so much now in our culture that it's all through a filter and it's all edited, and it's, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot more people that just want to see people that are like them, that go through the same struggles, or they do things that it doesn't look lavish, it doesn't look, it's just sometimes the mundane stuff, being able to see someone else just kind of live that way is more relatable, if that makes sense. We've recently been using this Hello Epic Whitening Charcoal. Pretty good stuff. It's really black. Yeah, I have goals and I have aspirations. We eventually would love to build a house. Right now, financially, it's not something that looks like will be soon, but I have hope that, within the next 5 years, I'll be able to really build up my barbering career and whatever comes along with that. But more than that, it's just what's most important to me is my family. And what our life is centered on is God. We believe in Jesus Christ, and so we want our lives to reflect that and to glorify Him. And so more important than making a lot of money and having a lot of things is to do all that we do to honor the Lord and being content. I feel like that's something I really struggle with, is just being content. And I really have come to a place where, if we have what we need and we can get by, I'm happy. I'm happy to be, just to be able to pay the bills in a month, to have food on our table, to just be able to come home, for me to be able to come home to my family at night, and for us to enjoy each other's company, and for us to worship the Lord together. And, that is a huge blessing. And we take it for granted all the time. And sometimes, I will say that that's a struggle on the daily. I get into this mindset of trying to be successful, like really successful in all that I do, and be able to have money for whatever we want, and we can just get it. But I feel like when you're so bent on that and you're so focused on that, a lot of times you miss it. You're so focused on other things and you're missing what's right in front of you. And so I just love being able to come home and have my kids hug me and tell me that they love me, and that my kids telling me that they love me, and having a wife that loves me, that's wealth. I'm a very rich man, and in the eyes of the world, I'm not. I don't have the loudest car. I don't have the most lavish house, but I'm very rich. So I'm excited for our fourth. We have some names picked out, but I'm not going to say it yet. Also, I will say that this is the first time that I am mentioning about that publicly. We haven't really put anything online, which is funny because, with our first, we made all these posts and stuff, but I feel like the more that you have, I don't know, like that kind of whole aspect of it, it's just like, yeah, we'll just tell people when we see them, or things don't have to necessarily be like timed out. Scope Squeeze. I haven't really used this as much, but this is like concentrate mouthwash. My wife makes fun of me because anytime I see something new, like in the grocery store or something, and maybe this is because my mom instilled this into me when I was younger, like anytime a new candy came out or whatever, my brother and I were like the first ones to have it in school. So I saw this and I was like, oh, this is new, that's cool. So I got it, but honestly I haven't used that much. Basically you do like 1, 2 squirts. This is cinnamon, by the way, which I love cinnamon. I don't even know if that was as long as I needed to do it, but you know what? It was good enough. So, yeah. So I'm just rambling. But I gotta film a wedding today, like I said. And I got up when they left, which was like 5 a.m. So I've just been up, trying to get some work done. That's another thing about me. But I used to be in a band. My brother and I, so my brother recently, he moved to North Carolina, but my brother and I were probably the closest people outside of my wife now. Which is kind of sad that he lives in North Carolina now. But growing up, we did everything together, and we did music. Like, music was our huge passion, like the biggest passion for us when we were younger. And so we did that a very long time. And we, before I got into the barbering stuff, we had a band called Seeker and Servant. So if you want to look that up, you can. We're on Spotify and some other things, but it was a Christian band, and so I did that for the longest time. And I still play music at my church. So I'm very, very big into music too, which I love. But yeah, I don't know. Some little tidbits about me. Might start doing more of this kind of stuff. Just kind of talking. Maybe people can relate situationally. Also, always feel free to comment in the comment section below. You know, if anything's ever on your heart or anything that you would need prayer for or anything, and I'd love to pray for you, and also just to get to know people more. I have 112,000 subscribers, but I don't really feel like I have that, mainly because I got that off of a reel, a YouTube short that I did, and so it's not really, I think majority of the people are not reoccurring to my account to keep updated. But for those that have stuck around and are actually like watching my videos, you know, drop me a comment where you're watching from, or if you need any prayer or whatever. Want to feel like kind of getting to know people, but I don't know. Anyway, so I'll put the Roozle in. Got my teeth brushed. I need to put some deodorant on. So yeah, my plan this week while my wife and kids are gone is just to get a lot of work done. I have a lot of editing to get done because I'm wrapping up the wedding videography this year, and then I'm just going to be solely focused on barbering thereon. But try to get a lot of work done. Got some other things to do to keep busy, but I'm gonna miss them. I love them. Yeah, I love you guys. So thanks for watching me get ready. Anyway, hope y'all have a great day. Till next time. See ya.